Hey, hey, good afternoon. Ken Peavy here. Thank you for stopping by my webinar. This webinar is going to be on how to detoxify your home and talk about some chemicals that you may or may not be aware of that's impacting the quality of your life. So I am going to go ahead and switch over to the presentation and get started. Thanks for checking it out. Provide some good information for you. So let me share up my screen. And let's go here, there. All right. I need to make this to everybody full screen. Okay. There's an option to make it full screen. I wonder if I do the Alt tab, will that work? All right, there we go. Screen's being shared. Let's move on. Of course, this webinar is about your healthy home and how to reduce the impact of toxic chemicals in your home. What you can expect. You can learn about why some chemicals are harmful, of some of the key toxic chemicals, how they affect us, and where they can be found. We will also be discussing some simple strategies to begin to detoxify your home. Also see why reducing toxic chemicals is an attainable goal and one you should start today. There once was a time when the safest place on earth for a person was home. Today we live in an environment that is fundamentally different than that of 50 years ago. In many ways, the world is better. Children live longer, healthier lives than the children of any previous generation. Thanks to safe drinking water, better education, decent housing, and modern medicine, children no longer face polio, smallpox, measles, yellow fever, cholera, and the other infectious diseases. Infant mortality is greatly reduced. We have our own issues. Whether we like it or not, chemicals are all around us and are increasing in places we would have never imagined. Chemical substances are part of everyday life and are a major part of our economy. While chemical substances provide some benefits, they also have harmful effects if not properly managed. There are some places where toxic chemicals are causing problems. Food has changed and is different than it was before. It is no longer as pure. Processed foods contain the ingredients listed above: aspartame, high fructose corn syrup, MSG, food coloring, and you can see the rest. Even our gardens and yards are different than those of the past. They are no longer grown by the sun and the rain. Our homes are filled with chemicals. In our cleaners, our personal care products, our cosmetics, our pots and pans. These can negatively impact our health and environment. Let's be clear. Yes, we are made up of chemicals. Essential oils are in fact chemicals. We're not talking about those chemicals today. We are talking about the harmful chemicals that can negatively impact our health and our environment. Whether we like it or not, chemicals are all around us, places we would never imagine. There are a lot of chemicals listed here, and we don't expect you to remember all of them today. But let's just introduce you to some of the names and where they are used. So basically, we want to tell you about what they are, where they're used, and where you can find them. Now, I'm probably not going to read all of these because I will totally butcher it. So I'm just going to spare you that. But the first one, BHA and BHT. These are used mainly in moisturizers and makeup and preservatives. also harmful to fish and other wildlife. Coal tar dyes, artificial colors also found in processed foods and lipstick. Look for phenol, oh man, I knew I was going to mess it up. Look for phenylenediamine hair dyes and in other products listed as CI. Please don't charge it to my heart. I was practicing this so hard today too. I'm just butchering these names, but I will learn how to do these. All right. The U.S. color name for the above listed is FD&C blue number 1 or blue 1. So that is what you need to check out on your ingredients label. Also, number 3, DEA related ingredients used to make cosmetics, creamy or foamy products such as moisturizers and shampoos. Also acts as a pH adjuster. Also found in sunscreen, soaps, cleansers, and shampoos. Acute toxicity to aquatic organisms and potential for bioaccumulation. All right. And paraben, let's go to parabens because I know I was looking at an ingredient in one of my wife's shampoos and I saw this listed. It said it was paraben free, but there was some other stuff that was in there. So parabens used in a variety of cosmetics as preservatives, suspected endocrine disruptor, and may interfere with male reproductive functions. Parabens are the most widely used preservative in cosmetics. They are also used as fragrance ingredients, but consumers won't find that listed on the label. All right, let's move on. All right. Today, people face hazards that were unheard of a few decades ago. We are at risk of exposure to thousands of new synthetic chemicals. More than 80,000 new chemicals have been invented since World War II. Most of these chemicals did not previously exist in nature, and they have been circulated widely into the environment. Why are these chemicals a threat? Easy absorption. Synthetic chemicals can enter the body by ingestion or through the skin. Risk of exposure in the womb and through breast milk. Mass production. Over 4 billion pounds of toxic chemicals are released into the nation's environment each year, including 72 million pounds of recognized carcinogens. Too little testing. Only a fraction of chemicals have been tested for toxicity and more studies are needed. And then of course, we've got the pesticides, environment persistence. We'll just move on from that. You can see that. All right. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, more than 200 high-volume synthetic chemicals can be found in the bodies of nearly all Americans, including newborn infants. Of the top 20 chemicals discharged to the environment, nearly 75% are known or suspected to be toxic to the developing human brain. From the moment a child is born, over 200 course through our veins. Isn't that amazing? All right, here are a few terms that you may have heard of, but if not, let's do a quick review before we take a closer look at some of the chemicals that we need to educate ourselves on. All right, so endocrine disruptors, chemicals that may interfere with the body's endocrine system and produce adverse developmental, reproductive, and neurological and immune effects in both human and wildlife. And then see carcinogens and bioaccumulation. And the definition of bioaccumulation is referring to the accumulation of substances such as pesticides or other chemicals in an organism. All right, we're going to introduce a number of concerning chemicals to watch out for. You will hear the phrase endocrine disruptor, which you've already talked about, and I probably messed up the slide here. But so the main thing about things that are labeled as the endocrine system disruptors, that they affect virtually every process of the body. So let's do a quick super biology recap here. All right. is the pineal gland. It produces melatonin, which is a serotonin derived hormone, which affects sleep patterns. Next, we have the hypothalamus. This controls body temperature, hunger, and its important aspects of parenting and attachment behaviors, thirst, fatigue, and again, sleep. How many of you have trouble sleeping at night? But not much anymore. The pituitary gland. This is like the control center. Mission, what do you call it? Mission central or control command or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, this is the command center for the brain, and it helps control growth, blood pressure, certain functions of the sex organs, thyroid glands, as well as some aspects of childbirth, nursing, kidneys, temperature regulation, and pain relief. The thyroid gland controls how quickly the body uses energy, makes proteins, and controls the body's sensitivity to other hormones. Thymus is our immune system. Adrenal glands produce hormones that you can't live without, including sex hormones and cortisol. Cortisol helps you respond to stress and has many other important functions. The pancreas. This is a vital part of the digestive system and a critical controller of blood sugar levels. And finally, testes and ovaries, male and female reproductive glands. So to sum it up, we see that the endocrine systems regulates sleep, immune system, reproduction, digestion, energy, and well, basically every function of the body in one way or another. Seeing how this system works, are you more comfortable with the uncertainty of the cumulative effects of so many kinds of chemicals? In isolation, say, can be relatively safe, but can be harmful when combined with other substances. Be careful of the consumer cocktail. You may think, well, there are such a small amount of chemicals or toxins in these products, there is no way they can really affect my health that much. EPA has stated that small amounts of chemicals are not harmful to the body. But what happens when we add small amounts from every product we use every single day, week, for our entire life? Small amount in your soap, personal care products, hair products, hand soap, cleaning products, all of these little things add up to big problems and can put a significant burden on your body. Yourself as a glass, and you keep adding liquid to it, eventually it's going to overflow. That's basically what the body burden is. You're fine until one day you aren't. Relate to that feeling. Have you seen this before? Consider this. Some chemicals accumulate in our bodies over time. The impacts may show up long after being exposed to it. Harmful or more toxic in combinations with other chemicals. Chemicals can have more impact during certain periods of development. The womb, during infancy, and puberty. Every tiny dose can be very potent. And as you see here on the slide, this is the effect of bioaccumulation. And you just look and you just think about all the things you use and how over time this can have a profound effect on your health. And there's the bioaccumulation definition. We've kind of talked about that and talked about the continuous exposure, which overloads our body's natural detoxification system, which leads to a buildup in our bodies. So has this thought ever crossed your mind? But it's such a small amount. I've been using them for years and I'm fine. Let's review the effects of bioaccumulation. The body breaks down many of the toxins we are exposed to, but they don't get them all. Also, toxins cause excess stress on the liver as it tries to process these unnatural substances. Oftentimes, we see reactions with skin. This can be symptomatic of bigger problems, an overburdened liver or the inability for the gut to process properly. And okay, we'll just move on from that. I was going to say something about that health is really important, and that's why most of us are in a disease state, is because our gut health is really lacking. So let's move on. That's a topic for another webinar. Just because the kitchen cleaner promises a germ-free environment, it doesn't mean there isn't the hidden danger of toxicity. The Toxic Substance Control Act hasn't been updated since it passed in 1976. And there are a few major gaps severely criticized by non-governmental organizations, academics, scientists, and even government agencies for failing to effectively regulate the safe use of chemicals. Instead of requiring chemical manufacturers to demonstrate that their products are safe before they go into use, the law imposes a nearly impossible burden on the government to prove actual harm in order to control or replace a dangerous chemical. Federal oversight hasn't kept pace with science or production and use of chemicals. Companies don't have to clearly or even give a basic safety review before using a chemical in consumer products. And the EPA has little power to remove hazardous chemicals already. What we come in contact with gets absorbed into our bloodstream and integrated into our body tissues. The skin is not a coat of armor on our bodies. Of course, it protects our body, but it is highly permeable. Think about what happens when you rub lotion into your hands, into your skin. Permeable. Our skin is also our body's thinnest organ. Only 1/10 of an inch separates our delicate organs from all sorts. Why are children potentially more vulnerable? Children are more vulnerable than adults to chemicals found in the environment because children typically have a higher intake of air, water, and food in relation to their body weight. Bodies and body systems are still developing, and they may be less able to process or eliminate some chemicals. This could make them more sensitive to harm from these substances. Exposure to certain environmental chemicals during pregnancy or early childhood, when they may be sensitive to developmental effects, may result in negative effects on children's health. Young children tend to have a less varied diet than adults. They may eat larger quantities on a body weight basis of a smaller range of foods. This unique diet may result in a greater exposure to certain chemicals if present in food. And finally, children spend more time in direct contact with surfaces when they crawl and will often put things like toys and dirt in their mouths. Both behaviors mean they can accidentally ingest harmful chemicals. Exposure to environmental chemicals beginning at a young age can potentially lead to a longer-term cumulative exposures over a lifetime, which could result in serious health concerns. Children are largely unaware of that minimal or little control over hazards to which they are exposed to. So basically, children can't really control the things that they do or what chemicals they're exposed to because they are, like we said, they're children. This is why it's so important for us to educate ourselves, like we are doing today, and find out what toxins we're or are regularly exposed to. And this is, well, let's see, let me read that slide again. This is why it is so important for us to educate ourselves like we're doing today and find out what toxins we're regularly exposed to and a way to reduce our exposure to them. Okay. Simple, small changes. Overwhelmed, educate yourself on ingredients to avoid. It's not enough to be aware, you must take action. Focusing on things you can control. So I lost my place. Focus on things that you control by replacing. Focus on things you control by replacing items you use most frequently. There we go. When you know better, consider the items we use most frequently and most often. Think back to the body burden. Let's start with the items we use most often and those we use on the little ones. Items are exposed to every day in the morning. Think about this. When you wake up, and just do a little mental exercise. Think of all the things that you use in starting your day, whether it's brushing your teeth, using soap for your shower, perfumes that you may use, colognes you may use. And if you do, if you're inclined to, take a paper and a piece of and just go through that mental exercise. Just take little notes and write down some of the things that that you use on a daily basis. All right, so once you get your list started, you're working on your list. I know it might take a minute or two, but you can do this anytime now that you've been asked a question, so you don't have to do it right now, but just do that little exercise and see what you come up with, and just be go back to see how many things that you actually use that have chemicals in them. For example, like you said, what food are you eating or did you eat? And then kind of make a mental note like, okay, well, what are some of the things that you want to take closer consideration to as far as it pertains to chemicals that are harmful to your family? So how do we know what to replace them with? Products can you trust? Okay, this is the list. Okay. This will give you like a little teaser if you're kind of not like sure, you know, thinking about stuff that you use when you wake up. Here's a list that will probably impact all of us, hopefully, especially the soap. That's a good one. So how do we know what to replace them with? Which products can we trust? This is where Young Living is here to help. Young Living is known for its large selection of pure, authentic, essential oils and essential oil-based products. We have a wide selection of safe, naturally derived, plant-based products for the whole home. Young Living has great alternative to harsh cleaners and personal care products filled with chemicals. Young Living cares deeply about people and integrity. It cares about the wellness, and it has created some of the highest quality, most effective, and purest products to help people just like us reduce the risk of toxics. Chemicals. Now, I personally, I don't have all of the chemicals, but I do have a few that I use, and we're going to see, and I'll talk about them as we get to them because they're really, really powerful. All right, the purpose here is, for one thing we want to understand, Young Living is the world leader in essential oils. We believe that your family deserves the highest benefits of nature's solutions every day without compromise. Our commitment to purity and stewardship is embodied in a unique proprietary process we call seed to seal. No other company can match what Young Living does to ensure the purity and potency of the highest quality essential oils on the market. Commitment to quality starts with seeds. Seeds are selected for their ability to become botanicals with high levels of bioactive compounds. We then grow the seeds in cultivation practices that are dedicated to responsible and sustainable growing and harvesting methods. Next, we distill using a gentle proprietary technique from steam extracting essential oils and preserving their precious constituents. A consistent, verifiable quality, our oils are tested in Young Living's own internal labs as well as third-party facilities. Finally, each essential oil is carefully bottled and labeled using state-of-the-art equipment. Here's a little slide here, the little pop-up that says, at Young Living, we take ownership of the planet and its inhabitants very seriously. We diligently scrutinize every step of our production process to bring you the purest products Earth has to offer. We call it deal. It is not a slogan, it's our calling. All right, now let's take a look specifically at some of the products. The entire Thieves product line is infused with our popular and powerful Thieves Essential Oil Blend. A combination of cinnamon, lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus, and clove essential oils. Gary formulated the essential oil blend while he was staying at the Warwick University in London, England in 1991, and spending many hours researching essential oils and their history. He read 17 different versions of this Thieves story. There were 4 thieves, and there were 40. Many of these legends took place in the 15th century, but still others put the date 15th century. So varied from one story to the next, each mixing in a collection of herbs and spices into a vinegar solution. Through Gary's research, he was led to 4 key botanicals: clove, cinnamon, rosemary, and lemon. These were mentioned again and again within the herbs combined in the vinegar solution. He took the essential oils of those botanicals and combined them with eucalyptus essential oil to make Thieves Essential Oil Blend. We've infused to personal care, oral care products, create safe, gentle, and effective products you can use in your home to support and enhance your family's wellness and not place an extra burden. If you had to switch out or use just one plant-based product, that should be Thieves. Using this product is the first step to chemical-free home. You can experience exceptional cleaning with the power of Thieves Household Cleaner. Thieves Household Cleaner uses naturally derived plant-based ingredients such as lemon and Thieves to give you a safer way to clean your home. All right, I'm going to stop this real quick because I wanted to talk about, let's see, will it switch back to me naturally, or do I have to do the Alt Tab? Do the Alt Tab. Okay. I want to share a personal story about Thieves Cleaner. I don't like, I mean, I'm not like a clean, neat freak type person. But when I got the Thieves and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to prove this thing wrong. So I got the bottle, put a cap full of the Thieves Cleaner into a spray bottle, filled the rest up with water. And I went on a personal crusade to say, okay, this thing can't clean windows, toilets, any surface that I use, it's not going to actually work. So I went around and I was amazed at how the Thieves cleaned. Not only was the stuff clean, but it smelled so awesome. So I was like, this is pretty cool. So the Thieves Cleaner is really, if you had just one, if I was to say one product out of all the products to use, chemical-free journey, and straightening out your house and making your family healthy, or just yourself, is the Thieves Household Cleaner. It is amazing, just like all the other products, but the Thieves Household Cleaner is the bomb. All right, let me go back to sharing the screen. Let's go back. I just love the Thieves. Thieves is amazing. All right, present to everyone. How come it's not full screen? There we go. All right, where did I leave off? Okay. You can replace almost every cleaner and use Steve's cleaner instead. You save space, money, and don't have to worry about children or pets getting their hands on other people's products. And this is another thing to think about. You know, when I grew up, you know, it was such a big thing about, you know, you had to have the little devices put in the kitchen. You had to make your home childproof so that the kids wouldn't get into the chemicals. Just imagine, and you look at that picture right there, you see all the different chemicals that we use to clean different stuff. If my grandkids were to get to that stuff and I wasn't, you know, things happen, life happens, and sometimes you can't see everything all the time. But wouldn't you feel comfortable knowing that if my child or my grandchild, or if your child or grandchild was exposed accidentally to those chemicals, or would you rather them be exposed to something like these, which actually it's safe? You don't have to call poison control. That is, to me, that is huge. And if I was starting a family or thinking about starting a family, that would be one of the things, or I had an existing family, that would be one of the things that I want to take care of right away. Okay, all you need is one bottle. Like I said before, Thieves Household Cleaner can be used on virtually any surface in your home or office, including fabrics, upholstery, carpet, floors, walls, dishes, and more. It even works great on mirrors. This is true. Windows, leaving them streak-free, and you can use it to clean your toilet, your car, and your carpet. Virtually any surface can be cleaned with this one simple product. And there you can see all the things that it does. It's pretty amazing. Thieves Cleaner is highly concentrated, making it both versatile and cost-effective. The medium recommended dilution ratio, you can take 29 16-ounce bottles of cleaner with one bottle of Thieves Household Cleaner. Now think about that, and you see that illustration there. This is something that not only is it going to help you have a chemical-free home and that you can be safe using it around anyone, it will last a long time. That cap at the very top, all it takes is a capful, and you mix the rest with water, and you can get 29 full 16-ounce uses out of that. That will last you a long time. That's pretty good value. Okie dokie. I mean that. These personal care products are a perfect addition to any room in your home. These foaming hand soap, these cleansing soap are great alternatives to commercial soaps laden with harsh chemicals. These foaming hand soap gently cleans and conditions the skin with a blend of Thieves, lemon, and orange essential oils, as well as aloe and vitamin E. Thieves cleansing bar soap is enriched with moisturizing plant oils such as palm, coconut, jojoba, and olive oil, plus botanical extracts such as wolfberry to help cleanse and purify your skin. This can easily fit in your car, purse, gym bag, or desk drawer. Use Thieves spray on any surface that you feel need to be cleansed, such as kitchen and bathroom counters. Waterless hand purifier is effective, safe, and gentle enough even for kids to use to refresh and cleanse hands, especially if soap and water aren't an option. These wipes and spray are ideal for outdoor handles, toilet seats, or any small surface that needs quick cleaning. And that's the thing. A lot of times, you may not, let me see, make sure this is not part of the screen. Okay. You may not have the luxury of being at home and in the comfort of your own bathroom. And sometimes you're out and about and you just got to go. You got to go. So wouldn't it be nice to have like the little, so that if you had to go use the facilities, you can just kind of spray the area around. You can have it in your purse or have it in your pocket or your gym bag. It's pretty cool. Very effective. Where did I leave off my notes? Okay. Okay, great for travel, gym bag, all that good stuff. Thieves Floss has 2 layers of essential oils, 1 layer of Thieves and 1 layer of peppermint essential oil. This floss easily glides between teeth and in those hard to reach places. For incredibly clean teeth and gums, use Thieves mouthwash to freshen your breath without the harmful effects of mouthwash, SLS, dyes, artificial flavors, or preservatives. Young Living has many toothpaste options to fit your needs. Now, I know this slide was small, but I'm just going to read some things, and I can't really blow it out. But Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste can help promote extra clean teeth and gums. This top-selling toothpaste gently removes stains while polishing and brightening the appearance of teeth. The peppermint and spearmint essential oils combine for a minty fresh flavor and long-lasting fresh breath. From fluorides, dyes, synthetic perfumes, GMOs, and SLS. It's infused with Thieves peppermint and spearmint, and it's a pretty awesome. So know that there's 4 different toothpaste varieties, and hopefully you can see it enough to see some of the benefits of it. Maybe I'll have to update the slide and make it bigger one day. But anyway, that's what that is. Go forward. All right, and as you can see, Aroma Bright, there's no fluoride, no dyes, no synthetic perfumes. Good stuff. What are we talking about? With naturally derived ingredients, Thieves dish soap effectively cleans your dishes without chemicals, dyes, or synthetics. Young Living pure essential oils like Thieves, lemon, bergamot work with other plant-based ingredients to leave your dishes sparkling clean. I use this and I love it, and I wish I had more of it. I love it. I wish I had more of it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Good stuff. With a plant-based formula, the Thieves laundry soap gently and naturally washes your clothes, leaving them truly clean without any chemical or synthetic residue. Natural enzymes and powerful essential oils add to the formula's strength, leaving your clothes fresh and clean with a light citrus scent. Thieves laundry soap can be used in all washers, including high efficiency, and its highly concentrated formula will handle approximately 64 loads with just 32 fluid ounces. Pretty awesome stuff. And no artificial brighteners, no synthetic perfumes, no dyes. It's really, really great stuff. Now, the Thieves spray and soak utilize naturally derived ingredients and the cleansing power of Thieves essential oil blend to effectively wash produce at home or when on the go. The soak is a perfect choice when cleaning larger amounts of produce. With the help of digize, puration, oil blends, you can prepare produce for a wonderful meal or a healthy snack. Thieves fruit and veggie spray is great for single-use servings or when you're away from home. Like I had a bowl of grapes the other day, and I took this Thieves fruit and veggie spray, squirted it on my grapes, and kind of mixed it up a little bit for like 30 seconds, put it under water, rinsed it out. And while I was mixing it up, it was like I could see all the dirt and stuff. And I was like, wow. And then it wasn't from my hands because my hands were clean. So it was pretty good at removing stuff from the fruit. So, and I know I could have been thinking that it tasted better, but it tasted better. So it's all good. No, it actually is better for you too. The convenient 2-ounce spray bottle fits in a purse, backpack, or carry-on, making it easily accessible. With just a few spritz and effectively clean fruits and vegetables no matter where you are. Its small, convenient size make it perfect to use on the go. Like I said, it's ideal for quickly cleaning small quantities of produce at home. Cleans fruits and vegetables with the help of naturally derived ingredients. Lime essential oil and Thieves essential oil blend affect the taste. Wings dish soap is proprietary blend and biodegradable cleansing agents and enzymes that removes even the toughest grease and baked on food. Dishes come out spotless and free of taste or food particles. Now, I don't have a dishwasher that actually works, so I am the dishwasher, but I've heard nothing but great reviews that actually have functioning dishwashers. And so I'm going to have to get mine fixed so I can get that Thieves detergent there. It's pretty cool. And let's see. How many have heard this statement? Well, let me read what's on this thing. It's not about spending more. It's about spending better. How many of you have heard this statement? I love the idea of using natural products, but I'm on a budget. By switching a few products, we can make our homes healthier and more chemical free. We can teach others how small changes you make every day add up to a safer home and healthier family. Small changes are all that's needed. Like the other day, I did a blog post. Well, I didn't do a blog post. It was a Facebook status update. And it said, tiny hinges swing big doors. And so if you want to see more about that, you can go to my website at www.kennethpeavy.com and check out my blog. It's a great one. Well, it's getting better every day. All right, so let me get back to the small hinges. Small things, small changes are what's needed to improve the quality of home and getting it more less chemical. Already, think about this. You already buy household items like soap, laundry detergent from the grocery store. You might as well spend your money more wisely on plant-based products that are infused with the powerful benefits of essential oils. Money we spend on products that may be contributing to sickness and allocate those same dollars back into building up healthy homes. All right. Allocating these small dollars we are already spending back into monthly orders, bringing in healthier, safe products through Young Living. I want you to all to think about one or two products you would like to replace right away. Write them down, think them out loud. Make a written commitment to yourself to get started today. Have you heard of Young Living's loyalty program, Essential Rewards? It's called ER. An average family spends $130 monthly. Join Essential Rewards and replace those toxic products with money you are already spending towards free product. By replacing just a few products each month, within a year, you will significantly reduce the impact of toxic chemicals in your home. It's about small, simple changes. By consistently replacing a few products each month, you can easily reduce the impact of toxic chemicals. You can impact someone's entire life with Young Living, and we can make this world a safer place. Simple changes. What are you waiting for? A year from now, you will wish you had started. Thank you for attending this webinar on healthy homes. Give back to the person who invited you to this webinar so they can help you get started with your new chemical-free home. All right, and that is it as far as the webinar. Let's see if I can get back to me. And we're going to stop this. All right. And there was a lot of information. Hopefully, you've got value out of that information. If you want more information about Young Living and the products, or you want to connect with me, find out more about just who I am and what I do, you can check out my website at www.kennethpeavy.com. And I would love to chat with you. If you want more information, if someone invited you to this webinar, please get back with them and let them know that you're ready to get started with making some positive changes in your life. Again, thank you for tuning in. You have a wonderful, blessed day, and take care.